you were fed up with Europe for many things.
Yes.
Was everything okay with your baby, or is there something you were missing? Pavel from Czech Republic is a senior product manager working remotely for Slovenia.
I don't want to leave this country.
He spent 3 months in Paraguay with his wife and 4-month-old kid. Did you have any doubts about Paraguay before coming here?
South America, gangs, and cartels, and drugs, but people.
After touring the whole country and successfully relocating his tax residency here, he'll be sharing his experience with us. We're here with Pavel. He's been one of our clients that has been now spending a few months in Paraguay. And to be fair, it's been quite a long time since we last met, right? How long has it been?
Yeah, I think that we met first time last year. It was in November when we had a call through the Meet, the Google Meet. And yeah, that was the first time what I started to a little bit think about Paraguay seriously. And then it took me, a few months to just decide if it's really for me or not. And yeah, with my family, we decided that Paraguay probably can be. It's
always a big decision, right? Because when you change your residency, your tax residency, your life, and in the end, it's been also like quite a journey because instead of just getting the residency and flying away, you've been staying here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, definitely. The first thing on Paraguay, what you probably meet when you go from the airport, you will meet the very warm people. That's perfect. I think the best thing on Paraguay are people. Yeah. And second thing is beef, but the first, definitely people.
What is your favorite restaurant for that?
O Gaucho. Yeah.
Why does everyone say that?
Yeah.
Like it's La Cabrera, Toro, and Gaucho, they're always fighting each other to be the best steakhouse. But yeah, absolutely. And how long have you actually been living in Paraguay?
Oh, for 3 months almost.
Wow, that's actually a lot now.
Yes.
Got your saddle already?
Exactly. Yeah, my bank account, everything is set up.
Sweet.
It's perfect. Yeah.
By the way, in these 3 months, have you stayed in Asunción? Did you travel around? Did you have the chance to explore a bit?
Yeah, I'm here with my wife and 6 months old baby. So, and he was 3 months old when we came here. So it was a little bit wild for start, but we started in Recoleta, and then we moved to Altos, to Encarnación, and we spent some time in the Ciudad del Este.
All right.
Yeah, to visit, waterfalls there, Iguazu.
Sure. Absolutely, Iguazu. Yeah. What did you like best out of these? Is there a place that you think has particularly got a place in your heart?
I think that Encarnación can be a very good option. But for living at this moment, if we will, consider where we want to live right now, it will probably would be Luque.
Okay. Yeah, and why is Luque?
Oh, because it's very calm there. I saw the potential of that place. That really a lot of things will expand it by this way, and close to airport, almost close to everywhere. So and it's beautiful. The historical center, for example, there. Yeah. It's beautiful.
No, absolutely. I think it's a great idea. Like, I invest in the real estate, and I do it mainly in Luque because I think it's the part of the city that's having the biggest expansion. Yeah. May I ask you, what do you do for a living?
Yeah, I'm working as a product management consultant. So that means at this moment, it means that I'm helping to companies to implement AI softwares. Very advanced things like MCP servers and track systems and stuff like that.
Wow, that looks very complicated.
No, it's not complicated. You just have to know what you are doing, but it's much more about practice and everyday learning. But I don't think it's so hard.
So I guess also Paraguay was also a matter of taxation because you work remotely. So
yes.
Was that a big factor in your decision?
Yes, definitely. I wasn't satisfied with the European Union for a long time for many reasons. And that was the point when we trying to decide where to move. Mm-hmm. And Paraguay was the first option after that, or,
Sure. Are you already set up with an LLC or something like that?
Yes.
Nice.
I have LLC, for 2 years.
Great.
At the moment in New Mexico. And it helped me in the European Union as well, but in Paraguay it has much more benefits.
Are your clients mainly European?
Yeah.
And what do you use, for instance? That is a nice question that I always ask because I think it's very interesting to get more insights from more people as possible. I have my answers, but I know that I don't have all the answers. What do you use to have a bank account in euros for your company, if you use it?
I went through the easiest way, and for me it was Wise.
Okay.
That I just have a Wise account for my LLC, and I have a Mercury as well.
Okay, great, absolutely. Here, did you open what?
Here I have Itaú and Ueno.
Nice. The same ones I also use. I think it's the best. Which card did you pick from Ueno?
Yeah.
I have the one with the colors of the national soccer team.
Oh, I have the green one, I think.
Nice, the one with the color of Ueno.
Yeah,
Makes a lot of sense. By the way, one thing that you mentioned before is that you were fed up with Europe for many things.
Yes.
What are the things that you think are pushing you outside of the European Union?
I think that a situation that with the politics, like that left wing there is very getting popular. I know that it's a little bit decreasing, but it's still for me it's a still problem. And for me it's like that I don't have any freedoms to choose what services I want to use. What kind of the insurance, for example, health insurance I will use, because in Czech Republic we have only the medical tax, and you can decide. And this lack of my own decisions, I don't like it. I'm like a freedom seeker. So for me it's very important to really know what I will get from that insurance with the clear conditions, for example.
Do you also have mandatory social security for your pension?
Yes, but I'm doing by myself. I'm investing in cryptocurrencies.
You can choose on that freely, or you must contribute?
No. You mean in Czech Republic? Yeah. In Czech Republic, you have only the one fund.
Like in Italy.
Yes, like in Italy, I think. Yeah.
That's super crazy. I hated that, even almost more than taxes. And did you look into other places, like for tax or residency purposes, or you just straight out Paraguay is the one for me?
Yeah. I made research about Uruguay as well, and I try to a little bit go deeper with the Argentina and stuff like that, but it's not worth. So for me it was like about only Uruguay and Paraguay.
What was the decision maker between the Uruguay and Paraguay? Like what was the kind of factor that made you decide Paraguay?
Yeah, Uruguay has different conditions to keep the residency there. You have to really stay there for 6 months of the year, I think.
For the tax residency,
yes.
Especially.
Yeah, on something like that. It was a little bit more complicated. And second thing is that prices of life, the cost of living there.
It's pretty high.
Yeah, it's pretty high. And Paraguay is still developing, and I feel that here is the right moment to make investments here. To really try to bring some businesses here, because it's really growing.
Is there something you're about to start in terms of investment? Did you look at some opportunities, maybe, I don't know, real estate companies or anything that picked up your attention?
Yeah, definitely. From the first day I tried to go deeper in research. Real estate, I try to find a little bit good fit for to create an IT company here. Because I heard from a lot of people from Paraguay, there's not so much good IT companies which will create a good software for the companies. So that was the one of the things what I really go a little bit deeper. And and second thing, for example, what I really try to solve here to get really good health supplements. For example, magnesium, very high quality, and something like that. And it's not so easy to get it here.
It's very complicated. And even the normal things like whey protein,
Yeah.
Like you don't get as much choice, and the prices are even a bit pricey because I guess like the market isn't so big. And so
Exactly.
I also noticed the same when it comes to supplements. Like a lot of times one is just better off buying from Amazon.com and waiting the 3-4 business days for delivery here than just literally walking across the street and buying them. Well, about the supplements, are you big in fitness? Like, do you?
No. I'm like a biohacker, so it means
All right.
I'm trying to some jogging or walking or some trails would be with the baby. What is possible, of course, and so I'm using the supplement just for my brain. Like creatine or something, and B12 and zinc and stuff like that. So I'm just
Nice.
trying to boost my productivity.
Nice. And how was that going?
Oh, I think good, but I a little bit feel that I don't have my supplements from the Czech Republic.
Okay.
I didn't bring enough, and now I'm almost 2 months without, and I a little bit feel it that.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to import things in Paraguay, by the way. If you want to take a look at that, I think it's gonna be really sometimes just what I do is I buy on Amazon.com. 3 business days, the things get delivered in Paraguay. Shipment is like $35, give or take, and unless you ship something very, very big. And the other cool thing is that the customs get cleared immediately. Amazon takes care of the clearance of the import duties, if any. So it's actually quite a simple thing. On Amazon.com, of course, you can find all sorts of stuff, right?
Yeah.
All the supplements in this world. But that's actually super interesting. Do you think that in general, like the way of living in Paraguay, meaning food, the things you were finding, was on par with what you were expecting? Other than the supplements, was it easy to find other stuff that you needed?
Yeah, I think that everything was great. You know, that supplements and some kind of things are not so important. For me, it's much more important the quality of food, for example. It's pretty high. If I buy beef here, it's super cheap and super high quality. That I really can prepare it just with the salt, and I'm enjoying eat beef every day. Really, regularly.
Great. What is your favorite cut?
Oh, pecaña. I don't know exactly how it's in English, but my friend told me, "Oh, you have to get a pecaña." Okay, and I think a pecaña only now.
Yeah,
So.
the picanha is the way the Portuguese call it, the Brazilian term. And in Paraguay, remember that normally when you want a picanha, you have to ask for a tapa quadril.
Ah, you see. Yeah.
That's the same thing. And like about that, but also other products, how do you think that the prices are here compared to the Czech Republic?
Definitely it's lower, but of course Czech Republic is not the most expensive country in the Europe. If I will compare it with Germany or Austria, that the difference will be bigger. But with the Czech Republic, it's still cheaper here, still cheaper.
Of course.
But I think that it's not like the 50% or something like that. It's about the 20%.
20%.
But it depends. It depends what kind of products.
Okay.
The beef, for example, is here, 3 times cheaper.
Okay.
Yeah, the same eggs or milk, for example.
Okay. Yeah, probably local produced products,
Yes.
you know, the ones that don't have to be imported. Because I always think the same, for instance, pasta, of course, costs less in Italy than to buy here the pasta that was produced in Italy, but that's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, like things that are produced here, I also think that they are insanely cheap.
Yes.
On that note, have you ever lived abroad before? Or is it the first time you're actually living straight out in a new country?
Yeah. I spent a few months on different places. I don't know if I can call it living, but with my wife, we spent a lot of time in Morocco, we spent the time in Saudi Arabia,
Wow.
in Jordan, in Turkey, so many countries. And everywhere is very beautiful environment because the people everywhere are good. But I have to say that the Paraguay way of thinking, of the mindset, I really love. So it means that for me it's the number one.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Are you planning to stay long term? Are you planning to go away soon? What is the next step?
Oh, now our next step will be that we have to go back to Czech Republic in 10 days. And then we want to travel a little bit around Asia. We want to visit Thailand and some other countries, maybe to compare. But I don't think so that it will be the Paraguay in the way of the people, because the people, for me, it's the most important thing, I think. And beef, of course, but people. So we want to compare a little bit the quality of living. But we are planning that we will go back to Paraguay some in March, maybe in April.
2026?
Yeah.
Nice. Did you have any doubts about Paraguay before coming here? Was there something that you're like, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't know how I'm gonna get to grips with that, or were you pretty certain?
Yeah. To be honest, I'm very open-minded. So maybe only thing, of course, because we have a small baby, it's about hospitals, something like that. But I was so surprised how cool and how perfect it is.
Really? Where did you go? Like private hospital?
Yes, La Costa.
La Costa is absolutely the best clinic in town, in my opinion. Did you get insurance there, or did you just pay out of pocket?
Just paid out of pocket, and it wasn't too much money. For example, for Western people, it's it was pretty cheap.
Yeah, that is one of the things that still strikes me the most in terms of difference in prices. Other than the beef, I think the difference in medical care prices.
Yeah.
Like private healthcare is damn expensive in Europe.
Yes, exactly. If it's there, for example, in Czech Republic, we don't have any private clinic.
That's crazy. Like you don't have it at all.
Yeah, we have, but only for very certain, actions what can do for you, not like a surgeries. It's not possible.
All right. No, okay. At least we have that in Italy, but other than that, I definitely think it's super expensive.
Yeah.
And what made you go ahead with coming to Paraguay anyways? Like, what was the final decision moment that you decided, okay, it's time to go?
Yeah. When my son born, and I realized, and I asked myself if I want to see him grow in Czech Republic and in European Union, and I decided that no, because I want to decide which way he will be educated, where he will, how good healthcare he will get, and many other options what we can decide here, and there in Czech Republic we can't decide about our.
Have you taken a look at the schools or kindergartens or places?
We found friends here, and they are super cool, and they really told us almost everything about the education here, how it's going, how it's at private schools, what you can choose, and how it's growing. There is some kind of little bit alternative schooling here.
A lot.
Yeah, so that's very cool.
Nice. Were there any challenges you faced as a father while here? Like, was everything okay with your baby, or is there something you were missing, or something that you liked? I don't know. How is it to have a 3-year-old baby? I'm asking because one day I'm gonna have one, so I gotta start learning. You gotta mentor me.
To be honest, I don't think something missing, because, for example, we started to give him some real food, not just the milk. And here the high quality of food was really good for him and for everything. So, for example, in that way. So I didn't miss anything. Maybe the nappies. Maybe the nappies was a little bit problem to find here the good brand without any perfumes and something like that. But it's possible. You just need to a little bit orient in market here. It's about that.
One thing that always strikes me about finding products in Paraguay is that you have to know the guy. Yeah. Like, if you ask somebody, they'll tell you, oh, sure, you're going to find them there. If you Google for that product, you will never find it. Like, literally.
Exactly.
It's not on any website, but then you ask any random Uber driver, and he goes like, sure, yeah, you go there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it was so easy all the time. And as a father, were you concerned about safety in Paraguay?
Yes, definitely. But we weren't afraid about the safety at all, to be honest. It's like that, I heard about the downtown that can be dangerous, something like that. We spent there a lot of time in downtown, and I never felt some kind of in dangers.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Your wife thinks the same? Because, of course, I think that you have different perceptions, right, men and women?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in Saudi Arabia and a lot of, Arab countries, so it's a little bit, we have a different borders. We have a different,
Sure. Is there anything you would suggest to yourself of the past, the guy that was about to leave from the Czech Republic? Like, now that you know what you know, would you do anything differently? Would you advise that guy to do something differently?
Take $1 with you. It's very good to have $1 here, and I think to be more prepared, maybe plan a little bit more, because we didn't plan it at all. So it means that we found Airbnb day before, and it was a little bit hard because it was free on Airbnb, and we book it and they cancel it, and we need to do it 5 times when somebody approved the accommodation. So I would probably spend more time on planning.
Maybe for next time it can be a good moment to plan. In your social circle, like friends or family, what did people say about you moving to Paraguay? What was their feedback?
Yes, of course, my family, I think that they are not surprised, because as we traveled a lot to countries, some very specific countries, so they are not surprised, but of course they was afraid, because South America, gangs and cartels and drugs, but you can't explain them. It's not Paraguay, it's an exception. It's not something like that here.
Do you think you convinced them to this point?
Yeah, I think they used to on it. That I really tried to do my best, but I think but only thing that they are missing me, my wife, and our son.
Of course. Maybe next year when you actually relocate here, they'll have a chance to visit.
Yes.
It took me like 3 years to bring my parents here for the first time.
Yeah, I'm afraid that it will be the same in my case.
But when it happens, it's nice because like you can prove I was right. You see, no gangs.
Yeah, but luckily it's Air Europa is flying directly to Prague from Asuncion, not directly with
Madrid
transit in Madrid. And so it's possible just to visit them for 2 weeks and go back to Paraguay, and it's fine.
Of course. How do you feel now that you have your Paraguay residency?
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, finally I can show my cedula, and that I was very surprised that I'm used to that in Czech Republic if you have ID, it's very, very private and nobody can see or know your number. And here you are in the bank, for example, and they are on the TV, it's the client cedula ID with this number, go to the banker. And what? It's normal, it's public data here.
Yeah, the cedula is unlike the immigration card, because that one is actually more like yours, they never check it. But the cedula is kind of your key to life in Paraguay, right? Everything good about the process? By the way, did we deliver on your expectations?
Yes, definitely. It was very smooth. The communication was very clear. Everything what I need, I get a response immediately. So I think that very, very good service.
Amazing. I'm super happy to hear that. With this process, like now that you are a Paraguay resident, now that you know Paraguay, did that change any of your plans or goals for the future?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, it's changed everything. To be honest, I'm going back to Czech Republic just because my wife and my son. If it will be just on me, I would stay here. I don't want to leave this country. So yeah, it's changed a lot. That I wanted a little bit more go to Asia, maybe here to do residency and more travel to Asia. But I very changed my mind when I'm living here at this moment. But of course, we have some plans with my family, so we need to do it. But yeah, and my plans for investments and for my goals, because now I realize that here everything I can afford more. It means that I can buy a car for cheaper prices without tax,
Yeah, on that note, I think you're also gonna save quite a lot of money on taxes, aren't you? Is that gonna change your financials in a certain way?
Yes, definitely.
How much were you paying in Czech Republic in percentage?
Oh, in percentage, it's about, I don't know if in total, but like you have the added value everywhere. You need to pay taxes for properties. And when I calculated, it's more than 50% overall. But if I just my taxes from my work, it's like 12 or 20%.
20%.
Yeah, 20%.
Okay, so it's 20, then you have all these side taxes and so on.
It's a lot
but
of
overall,
taxes.
well, here you're just paying 10% VAT, so that's lower. There's no other random taxes, gasoline, etc. So that almost doubled your nominal income, and then there is the cost of living decrease. So you're actually like twice better off than you were before.
Exactly.
Any plans to do anything with the money that you're saving on taxes? Is that going to go to investments, travels, or what is it going to go to?
Yeah, definitely we want to buy here some lands on some strategic places. Then we probably in future want to build a house there. So we have some good lands in Encarnacion. Just we want to check it out if we will buy it. And for example, in Nueva Asuncion as well, there is a lot of lands, and in Luque. So
yeah, Nueva Asuncion is also going to be a strategic part because of your tech company, because they're building a free trade zone for tech companies right there. Yeah. So it could actually be a nice way to place it. Have you been there already to Nueva Asuncion? Did you visit?
Yeah, we just visited. It's now at this moment it's not so just big or luxury place to live.
It's all in construction, right?
In construction, but I believe that it will grow. With that tax-free zone, I think it will grow, and the prices of the lands will grow as well. Right?
Oh yeah, like I remember before the bridge was completed, the prices of land were like 70% cheaper.
Oh.
Just the day they completed the bridge, like automatically people went 3x on their money that they had in land on the other side of the bridge. Because people were doubting, like, are they gonna do it? Aren't they gonna do it? And then when it got completed, like anything that was worth 10 was now worth 27, 28.
Oh yeah.
It's actually quite insane. And something that is now worth 28 can go to 100 if
Yeah,
you go.
definitely.
What do you think of that project? Like, I always have this doubt because Nova Asunción is such a big project. Like, they're building so much stuff all together at the same time. It's all under construction. And it looks to me like it's a big bet because everything is so much under construction.
Yeah.
And it's like, if people move there, it's going to be the best place in Paraguay.
Yeah.
But if people don't move there, it's like going to be like a huge ghost city in a certain sense.
Yeah, it's not so conservative like investment. And yes, it's like that. I believe that it will really grow, that properties there.
It's like the Bitcoin of,
yes, it's
of
like
real
a
estate.
Bitcoin. Yeah, yeah. Of course, in Encarnacion as well, there is a lot of cool places. You know, close to the beach, and there's a lot of new beaches, and it's expanding from the Encarnacion. And it's pretty cheap. That lands. That lands around, I don't know, $10,000 for 400 meters.
100 square meters.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, actually, I'm thinking that it's a very nice idea because at the end of the day, Encarnacion goes well if Argentina goes well.
Yes.
So it reached the bottom because of Argentina's inflation and everything else like a year and a half ago. And then now that Argentina started feeling better, people tell me that in Encarnacion, I know the guy from Iquareta, which is the river dam that Paraguay shares with Brazil.
Yes.
The communication director of the dam is a friend of mine. And he told me that finally they're actually seeing people moving to Encarnacion, jobs being created in Encarnacion. And of course, if that is the case, the real estate is going to go up because it's always a matter of other factors, right?
Yeah.
So I think Encarnacion is a very strategic place now.
Yeah.
Moving, did you have your own car?
No, I bought a motorbike here.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How was it to drive with the with the motorbike on the Paraguayan roads?
It's great. Yeah, I'm used to driving a motorbike in Europe, and
it's a bit different.
Yeah,
right?
but I drive in Asia and in Turkey and a lot on the motorbike.
Okay, that's probably more similar.
Yeah, and in Napoli, for example.
That is Africa, right?
Yeah, that was very wild. But I'm enjoying here to drive a motorbike.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice to hear that. I don't have that courage. I actually struggle to understand the way they drive in Paraguay, but it's me. I wasn't really born for that. So go-karts, amazing, but everything that actually involves street signs and rules, hopefully, it's a bit different.
Yeah.
Now that you have done all this process, do you feel like you're kind of an international tax expert?
Oh. International, yeah, maybe. I'm bigger expert
than you were before.
Than before. I think that I really try to make our bank accounts, my company, my residency, and my citizenship on different continents. And I think it's a good way to do it because you are not just focused on the one place and. For your privacy is the best.
Amazing. Do you think this is for everyone, or do you think it's only for some people?
I think it's for everyone, but it depends on their priorities. For me, my priority is to have a plan B. I'm trying to a little bit think about how Europe will look like in 5 years, and I just want to have some plan B to have more assets in more continents, just to decide later if I really where I want to stay, where I want to live, and it depends on the situation.
Makes a lot of sense, I guess. That's actually a very nice answer. Hey, Pavel, what would you tell to the people out there who are hesitating about coming here, who are in that, it sounds good in theory, but I don't know kind of phase?
Yeah. The reality in Paraguay, it's like that you came to the paradise. Not just because, it's great weather, perfect food, but really here you can take a responsibility for your life in terms that you can really decide what type of services you really want, and not the government will decide for you what you will get. And I think this is the biggest benefit for me, that I really can take a responsibility and spend the money what I really need, not what I should need according to my country, about the European Union. So that's it.
Amazing. Anything else you want to throw out there? Even curiosities or life hacks that you have for people coming to Paraguay?
Yeah, I think the good life hack is to get the cellular here, the SIM card, not spending money on the eSIM. It doesn't make any sense. It's very good life hack. I spent quite a money on the eSIM, and I decided to go for personal and very cheap internet. You are online everywhere almost.
And how much are you paying? Like $5 a month?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. They have eSIMs as well, though. Like instead of getting the international eSIM, the ones that they sell on Airalo or stuff like that, you can get the local one, and you have both the cheap price and you don't need the physical slot on your phone. That's a life hack that I have for you. Especially because now the new iPhones or something like that, like in the US, they don't have the physical SIMs slot. I think they were going in that direction. True. Because of course they are telling us what we need to have on our phones as well, right? That's also another thing.
And the second thing is that if you struggling to get new friends in Europe or where you are living here, it's not problem to get friends. I met my 4 friends in first day when I was in Paraguay, and just met him when I was with my dog outside. And met him, and we are really have a barbecue every weekend, and we are discussing a lot of motivation topics, and it's very cool to get friends here.
Where are they from?
Where are they from? From Paraguay.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did your Spanish improve while you were here?
Oh, not much. I can understand, but the speaking is very, very difficult.
I guess Czech is a completely different language, right? So it's harder to make that move. By the way, since you mentioned about friends, this is one of the things that actually kept me living in Paraguay in the beginning. Are you sad to say goodbye for now?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I invited them to our wedding in October.
Whoa!
Yeah, by the way, we will have a wedding in Toscana, in Italy. So,
when? Which day?
It will be second. We will have for a whole week. We will have a villa in Tuscany, so it's from the 2nd October to 9th October.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm also getting married, but here.
Here.
In October.
In October.
On the 26th of October.
Oh, that's cool.
Next time we get to see each other after this trip, we're both gonna be married.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now the next podcast is gonna be about how life changes before and after marriage.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. Pavel, then it was absolutely great to see you. It was a super inspiring story. It's nice that we didn't meet for a while so that I got to actually have all this recap myself. And I guess we'll see each other again as married men soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing. Let's get another coffee?
Yes, exactly.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mate, and we'll see you guys in Paraguay.
See ya, guys.
After you, mate.
Gracias.
De nada.